Let this brother tell you something you have felt for years, and never let yourself say. You are still trying to win a contest she started, and it is a game you were never going to win, because the prize was never real. You wanted a sister. What you got was a rival. Somewhere back in childhood, the comparing began, and it never stopped. Who was prettier? Who was smarter? Who was easier to love? Maybe your parents lit the match without meaning to, holding one of you up as the measuring stick for the other. Maybe she just decided early that there was only room for one of you to shine, and set out to make sure it was her. Either way, you learned to see her not as an ally at your side, but as a mirror you kept losing to. Think back to how young it started. The report cards laid side by side. The relative who could not resist saying which of you got the looks and which of you got the brains. As if you were two horses in a race no one asked you to run. You learned to listen for it, that little click of comparison, and to feel yourself measured and ranked before you had even done anything. A child cannot fight that. A child just absorbs the verdict and decides, somewhere deep, that she has to work twice as hard to be worth half as much. So you competed, not because you were cruel, but because you were told, over and over in 100 small ways, that there was only one spot and you had better earn it. And you are grown now, and you still brace before every family gathering. Be honest about it. You pick the outfit with her in mind. You have the update about your life ready, polished, because you know the comparison is coming, spoken or not. You leave those rooms and spend the drive home tallying the score. Who got the attention? Who won the day? You are a woman with your own life and your own worth, and a holiday dinner can still turn you back into a girl, fighting for a place at a table that should have always been hers. And it does not stay at the family table. Look closely, and you will find the ruler in your hand, in rooms she has never even entered. You scroll past another woman's good news and feel the old sting, that quiet math of where you rank. You measure your body, your marriage, your children, your career against women you barely know. Because your sister taught you long ago that life is a leaderboard, and your job is to not come in last. The rivalry she started became a lens you now hold up to the whole world, and behind every comparison is the same small girl, still trying to prove she was worth choosing after all. Here is the pattern, said plainly, because someone who loves you has to. You are still handing her the ruler. Every time you measure yourself against her, you agree to the contest all over again. You have spent so long trying to prove you are enough compared to her that you never stop to ask why her scale is the one you keep climbing onto. She may have started the competition, but you are the one who keeps showing up to compete. And it is costing you more than a few tense dinners. It is costing you the years. Every ounce of yourself you spend measuring against her is an ounce you are not spending on your own life. Comparison is a thief that never sleeps, and it has been robbing you at every family function since you were small. Worse, it has kept you lonely in the exact place you most wanted closeness, because you cannot be close to someone you are always keeping score against. You wanted a sister. The scorekeeping guaranteed you would never have one. Grieve that, because it is a real loss, and no one ever names it out loud. You did not only lose a competition, you lost a sister. Somewhere alongside you this whole time was a person who shared your childhood, your memories, the same strange particular family that only the two of you will ever fully understand. And the rivalry ran a wall straight down the middle of it. You could have had an ally in the one bond built to outlast almost every other. Instead, you got a lifetime of bracing against her. That deserves to be mourned. The little girl did not only want to win, she wanted a sister who was on her side. So let this brother hold up the mirror, gently, without shame. The reason you cannot win this contest is not that you are losing it. It is that the whole thing is built on a lie, and the lie is that there is a limited amount of worth in your family, and the two of you have to fight over it. There is not. There never was. Your value was never a slice of a pie that shrinks when she takes a piece. You have been fighting over an inheritance that was already fully yours. Scripture tells about a son who learned this the hard way. He was the older brother, the responsible one. And when his younger sibling was celebrated, something in him came apart. He stood outside the party, furious, keeping score out loud. "All these years I served you," he told his father, "and you never threw me a feast like this." He had spent his whole life measuring, certain that his brother's welcome somehow meant his own loss. And listen to what the father said to him, because it is being said to you tonight. "Son, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours." Everything I have is yours. The older brother had been living like a servant, fighting for scraps, in a house where he was already a full heir. The feast for his brother took nothing from him. It never could. The whole estate was his, the entire time he stood outside counting. Read how the father came to him too, because the tenderness is in the detail. The father did not stay inside and let his angry son sulk in the dark. He came out. He left his own party and went out into the cold to plead with the son who was keeping score, the same way he had run down the road for the younger one. Both sons were pursued. Both were loved past what they had earned. The older brother just could not see it, because he was so busy tallying that he mistook his father's house for a workplace and his own inheritance for wages he was owed. He had everything, and he felt like he had nothing, and the only thing standing between the two was the scorekeeping. That is your father's voice, and he is aiming it straight at the part of you that still keeps score. Everything he has is yours. Not the leftovers after your sister takes hers. Not a smaller portion because she got the attention or the looks or the easier road. Your worth in the kingdom is not measured against her and never divided by her. God does not rank his daughters. He does not love in comparison. There is no scale in heaven with the two of you on either end, because in his house the inheritance is not scarce. It is infinite, and it is fully, wholly, already yours. Let that reach the old wound. You have been so afraid that if she is more, then you are less. But that math only works if love is limited, and the love that made you is not. Her winning was never your losing. Her being chosen for something was never proof that you were passed over. You have been standing outside the party keeping score, when the father has been asking you to come inside, because the feast was always meant for you too. And here is the part that will set you free, if you let it. You do not need her to change first. That is the peace this world cannot offer you, and God can. You have been waiting for her to stop competing, to admit it, to lay down the rivalry so that you can finally rest. But your peace was never in her hands. She may compete with you until you are both old women, and you can still walk in from the cold, because your worth was never up for the contest she keeps trying to run. And notice the fear that has kept you in the ring all these years, because it will fight to keep you there. Some part of you believes that if you stop competing, you disappear, that the comparing, exhausting as it is at least a way of staying in the running, of insisting you count. Laying down the ruler can feel like conceding, like letting her win by default, like finally agreeing you were the lesser one all along. But that is the same old lie turned inside out. You do not earn your worth by competing, and you do not forfeit it by stopping. Stepping out of the contest is not surrender. It is the discovery that you were never truly in a race at all, that the thing you kept fighting for was already yours, given to you by a father who does not hold auditions for his daughters, and never once ranked you against the girl beside you. Picture the woman you are becoming once you set the ruler down. She walks into the family gathering, and she is not bracing. She hears the comparison come, and it slides off her, because she is no longer playing. She can be genuinely glad when good things happen to her sister, and that gladness is not a loss, because she finally knows there is nothing of hers to lose. She stops rehearsing the update. She stops tallying the drive home. She has stepped out of a contest that was stealing her life and into a peace that does not require her sister to hand it to her. That woman is not pretending the past did not happen. She simply refuses to keep bleeding for it. She has stopped competing, not because she gave up, but because she finally understood she already had everything the contest was pretending to offer. You were never the runner-up in your family, no matter how the comparisons were drawn. You are a daughter of the king, a full heir to everything he has, and not one drop of your inheritance was ever at risk of going to someone else, no matter who won the moment or the day or the room. Nothing she receives is subtracted from you. The feast has your name on it. You can stop standing in the cold. Tell me in the comments about the moment you first felt like a rival instead of a sister, and the line here you needed most. Another woman who has spent her whole life keeping score needs to read that she was a full heir the entire time, and that she can finally come in from the cold.